Welcome to this tutorial regarding HCI chat. First of all, I'd like to start about that this is an assignment, and hopefully you will rate up my assignment and my design and everything. Hopefully I am trying to do a good chat, but I also need to meet the criteria that is really important, and hopefully I pass too. So first of all, let's start from the login. I made mine a bit little more complex and more than the criteria that I made a small login. Now there isn't a database in middle, just simply a variable storing the current username and the current password, and they has to match. It's really simple, as you can see in here. Like this. And then here is the code where there is the validation. Yes, I would like to learn MySQL onto how to integrate it on C#. So far, I only know about how to integrate it with PHP, and I am not that good to use MySQL in here because seems I find C# a little bit complex sometimes, but I am just a student that still trying to learn and trying my best to learn this language and going also further for Java and C++ in future, hopefully. So let's log in. Here below. So I made another feature such as having a status. Now we know Skype user has the privilege to have to add the status, and everyone can see it. That is his or her friend. So first of all, let's example write test or say let's write hi everyone, and there it is, the label about my current user, the text block, the text, in other words, the user image there. I know it is a bit too little, but I didn't have much ideas about the design, about it, how to make it way better, to look better, and so on. Hopefully I find some people that will put some links at this video so I could learn more new things. And the code behind this is here. There's no need for a button, just simply by enter will execute this code. There is a validation, of course. Without validations nowadays you will risk to be hacked, and also will risk to have many other problems too. So here we have example the arrays for the friend list. Okay, I know if you have a MySQL database you will just get the user profile and so on, but users table and so on with users profile and other information, but in this case I made them as an arrays. We made an instance, as you can see, and then at the end we have them, and it will be like this. Now let's move forward. Here it is, another the chat panel, the chat room. We have a user controller here. So let's make an example. The current user will talk to my friend. In this scenario, it is Shannon, my friend. So I tell him hi there. It will show with different colors, so the other user will know, my friend will know that who sent it to by the name and the color of the text with the image will be differently. In here, as you can see, sending my friend sent me a message. Now then, this is will take a bit of time to explain it. Hopefully you will listen to it. So chat panel, in here we have the code. This is user control, just to let you all know. Getting the data regarding different value, the user, the current user, also validations in middle, just like the add status, adding the information of the text, what is written from the text box, and so on. And there is also not just this, but 1 minute, but also the messages. The messages are another user control regarding the message in here. This is another user control. Why you tell me I did it like that? The reasoning behind this is simply I had to add the image, I had to add the text blocks and the label, as you can see in here. So it is required to have something like this. I don't know if Skype using something like this, but I guess there is something more complicated or something near like this. I also don't know if they use some like Visual Studio to do that program, or they do it just by Notepad++. So here it is. Let's go to the chat room. Okay, this is the chat room. Simply, first of all, getting here the user control, setting it from XML and S, and chat room, getting the namespace and so on. And then here I have edited. I made also a name for the get and set, which is required sometimes. So this is, as you can see, the chat. Hopefully you can rate it good, and if there is more ways to make it easier, hope you can send me the links how to make it better, or small guides that can help me for my future assignments, for my future work, and for my future own projects. Thank you and have a good day.